like at the beginning of Union Council, you get like 2 minutes to kind of like say why and just explain it. So if I do that now, then you can kind of know what I was saying at the time. So basically, the Nestle boycott is a massive, massive global movement. It's been going for like 30 odd years now, and 73 universities in our country currently boycott them. Student unions, currently boycott them, along with lots of other massive charities like Save the Children, UNICEF, Oxfam, the NUS boycott them, the Liberal Democrat Party. What's that?
The Fire Brigade Union also.
The Fire Brigade Union.
Thanks
for that,
Rhiannon.
And the Muslim Women's Association. Many good people boycott them. Thanks for that. It's fine. And we think that as like a responsible, intelligent, educated collective of people, if we know that this is going on, why should we be condoning it by buying their product? I mean, like, as you can see in the video, there were a lot of companies which had like massive, massive issues, and we think that this is like a really great starting point. I mean, the boycott's been going for so long, it's got like global support, so we thought that like this is an amazing place to start, because, you know, in our eyes, Nestle are the worst kind of thing, so we want to boycott them from our union to kind of, just to make a stance. Like, Susu's very apathetic to things. We never have like political or ethical stances on anything, and it's just a really, really amazing cause. And of course we know that like by boycotting Nestle in the Students' Union, we're only going to be taking out like, you know, a couple £100 or whatever out of Nestle's pocket every week. That's not going to take them down. That's not the point. We don't think that we're such an amazing collective of people that if we boycott them, then well, they'll go crumbling, because that's not the point. We know they are untouchable, like not just by us, but from law, they're untouchable. But it's the fact that if we know what they do, and we buy the chocolate knowing what our money is going towards, why are we allowing that to happen? Why are we condoning their behaviour? By buying them and purchasing them, we're advocating them effectively. We're like publicising their chocolate in our Students' Union, their coffee, and we shouldn't allow it. We know that there's loads of issues with freedom of market choice and people, you know, making their own decisions and things like that. And we completely agree. We don't want to just boycott them and then boom, that's it. Let's never talk about it again, because that would be defeating the object. People would just go elsewhere and buy their Nestle if they really wanted it. There would be no element of actual change. What our motion was suggesting, that we take a stance as the union and boycott Nestle, and then provide literature in our shops. Like, we don't provide Nestle because of this. We don't provide Nestle because they do this. Facts, figures. We'll have like more evenings like this. We'll be out on the concourse petitioning, you know, several times a week for the next month or so. It's all about education, and we think that, you know, awareness is the absolute key issue. And I mean, like, it can only be a step in the right direction. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, you know, you're dictating, blah blah blah. It's like, we're not dictating. It's just an excellent idea, and we really want people to get on board and back the boycott. So
just to add to that, because I'm going to start one slight point in terms of I would say you might have this. So obviously a lot of people said, why are you boycotting Nestle and not Coca-Cola, Mars, whoever else? There's lots of corporations do lots of bad things. And one of the reasons is because, like Claire said, it's a massive movement. As a collective, you can have an effect that the union couldn't have by itself. But also the reason that originally Nestle were boycotted is because of the fact that they promote their formula milk in developing countries in such a way that people end up having that when they could breastfeed. Breastfeeding is better anyway, that's not really disputed by anyone. But also it's particularly bad in these countries because they haven't got clean water, so diarrhea and dysentery and things like this are passed on. That can be lethal in these countries. The World Health Organization has estimated about 1.5 million children dying each year because of this. And it's just the way that they are doing this clearly for profit, but it's not even like a necessary thing. They're essentially promoting a poison or something like that, if you like, it's equivalent to that. And that's why they're kind of singled out 30 years ago.
I think another point was, like, Rhiannon, some of your research, I think, said that Ethical Consumer magazine, if I remember right, has listed Nestle as the least ethical company stroke brand in the entire country. And so that's why we feel it's a really good starting point to let's start with the worst ones and then we work from there.
I was about to say, so we joined on to the baby milk action sort of boycott, where the main
we think it's a small, tiny thing that we can do. It's like a tiny change. Like, I mean, like chocolate is a luxury, right? You don't go to the Union shop like absolutely intentional on buying like this staple good, like a
Unless
Kit
you're the
Kat.
one particular chap.
Okay, yeah. You know, it's not like bread or milk or anything. It's like a chocolate bar. Like it's in the queue. You know, like it's put out in the queue so that when you're queuing, it's like, oh yeah, okay, on a whim kind of thing. And like on a whim, you could buy another chocolate bar. You could buy a fair trade chocolate bar on a whim. You could buy any chocolate bar on a whim. It's not like yes, and there's not a reason to specifically buy Nestle apart from a particular preference, but there are so many alternatives. We don't think that we'd restrict your consumer choice massively by taking away potentially Kit Kats, Lime bars, toffee crisps, Yorkie.
You could also potentially expand it in terms of, and one of the main things that people said is you're taking away options. Obviously, if we replace them with other things that you can't currently buy, then changing, you're not removing, like the union said that you can't buy whatever products they stock, essentially, by virtue of not stocking them, so, they are. Question, yeah?
Yeah, I totally support this. I've been individually working for Nestle since I was 7. But I was just wondering, would this be restricted to chocolate and coffee, or would it be to all the brands that are owned by Nestle?
Yeah, there's lots of stuff like that as well,
Yeah.
I think.
Significant, yeah. Don't worry, we thought that one through.
Everyone's
yeah.
name
Biggest
beefs
thing
up to
in
be
my brain.
Kit Kats.
Me
Yeah.
too. They're all going down. Yeah, we take out them all. Obviously, luckily, like with the Union shop, it wouldn't like remove masses of choice because it is, just a kind of convenience store. Which, like, I mean, like Nestle own things like L'Oreal and the Body Shop. Luckily, that
And
wouldn't.
Maybelline.
And Maybelline.
Yeah, so they have shares in absolutely everything, but
They're just a monster